Hey guys, this video is for the Odd. This is for my clan Odd, and I'm going to do a little guide for you on the setup for our Bandos God Wars dungeon events. I'll start with the set. This is your set. You're typically going to want about 70 range. You're going to want 70 range. You're going to want defense. This is a typical set. I'll go over some of the variations you can have, obviously. One really important thing before you go anywhere in God Wars is you need to know that you need to have a Zamrak, a Saradomin, an Armadillo, and a Bandos item, or else you go in there and all these things will start attacking you at once. You'll get killed in seconds. Anyways, so what you're going to want is for the helm, I use Helm of Nate's Knot because I've got everything else covered. You may want to put there like a miter or something for any of the gods. I mean, anything works. The miter will add some health and something. That's the prayer hat thing. I have the Armadillo pendant, which counts as an Armadillo item. Doesn't really give any stats, but it's helpful for that because this is obviously, you're not going to risk a lot doing this set. Saradomin cape. This obviously you can use Saradomin or Zamorak cape. Either one works. It's just for the god protection plus some extra prayer. Zamorak body, you can switch this, like if you have the Zamorak cape, you can obviously switch that for a Saradomin body. This gives you the mage bonus for against the major, who's going to be your main problem at God Wars Dungeon. Some defense, good stats, anyways, it's good stuff. The claws you're going to want for your special on Vardor. Obviously you can replace it with a whip and a shield. I'm bringing DFS, it's just got good defense all around. You can bring, in fact, I'm probably going to bring Defender instead of Dragon Fire Shield, so you can use, a Dragon Scimitar or something if you're worried about losing the whip, or and then you can bring a Defender instead of Dragon Fire Shield. I use the claws to keep the space, make sure I don't overuse my space. Bandos Tassets, this is going to be the item you probably want on your legs, because it gives Bandos and it's got really good, it gives strength and your defense. So, I mean, you can lend this. A lot of people lend Tassets for this part. If you're looking to lend Claws, I'll get into this, but obviously you could, replace it with Dragon Legs or, like another ranged armor piece, like a Saradomin or an Armadillo or Bandos or something. Boots. This is if you wanted to borrow Claws instead of Tassets. You could have Bandos Boots, which gives you a prayer bonus, but the Dragon Boots give you strength and more defense. So that gives you a little bit better all around. So I use Dragon Boots, but you could replace it with Bandos Boots. Berserker Ring, obviously that's not necessary. You can bring anything. Ring of Life is really helpful here. Borrow's Gloves, I bring those. Pretty much anywhere I go. I mean, you can switch it for anything, but it's pretty much what's gonna work best. I'll go over the inventory now. You're gonna want either your special. You don't have to have a special item. You might want to just replace it with food, but that's really helpful there. It makes it go a lot faster. So whip, like I bring my whip and a shield here. Super defense, a super strength. One dose lasts a long time. You don't want to bring a bunch, it just wastes space. Super restores, you can replace these with prayer pot. Oh crap. You can replace these with prayer pots, that's what it's mainly for. Trollheim teleport runes. If you can't teleport to Trollheim, I don't know how I'm going to organize that, but we'll wait at Trollheim for you, but you're going to want to go there. This is probably the most important piece of all of this, is the hammer, believe it or not. Because without the hammer, you can't get anywhere. You have to have the hammer to get into the Bandos God Wars part of it. So that's a really necessary piece. Obviously, the rest, you don't have to have Rocktail. You can have Shark or even Monkfish. I'd really recommend Shark or above, because you're really going to get nailed by the major. And a one-click teleport doesn't have to be Varrock. Doesn't. One thing to make sure you're on, not on Lunar Spellbook or something. A couple hints for you. I'll bring up the set here for you while I'm at it. Don't let your health go below 500. That's a big thing because the major can spec you. I failed to mention in your inventory, you can bring like a familiar, like a tortoise or a terror bird full of food. You don't need it because honestly, with our clan events, we're probably going to have, 10 to 15 plus people there, and you really will kill them so fast it won't even be worth it. But it's, it's an option. Don't let your health get below 500. Make sure you bring the hammer. Oh, this is really important too. If it's your first time to God Wars Dungeon, make sure you bring a rope, because you'll need a rope to get in. Make sure you've done the Troll Stronghold quest, or else you won't be able to go in there. Some other hints for you. Will be a lot of us in there. You're going to need to get 40 kills before you can enter to the room with all the Bandos and the god, the main boss dungeon. So, I mean, we're obviously going to be teaming them quite a bit. We're going to be world switching probably a lot. We will be trying to find a loot share world, so don't worry about that. But, I mean, we'll probably be world switching 10 to 15 times. I can't guarantee that, but Bandos is really crowded. Anyways, this is your setup. I hope this helps. So good luck with the clan event, and I can't wait to see you.